February 5th is a very important day for Eugene Field and for all of Rock Island. Now, I can be brief tonight because I hope I don't have to make the case as to why we as Rock Island voters need to pass the referendum supporting building excellence. Failure to pass that referendum means dire things for many schools, including Eugene Field. Thank you for inviting an outsider. I went to Longfellow, but it might not mean such good things for Longfellow either, all right? So hopefully I don't need to make the case, but just in case I do, I want to tell you a quick story. I work at Augustana College. Every year, Augustana brings exceptionally bright, very talented people to this community. It is appalling to me when they come in knowing very little about the Quad Cities, and somehow someone has gotten it in their heads that they should not be looking in Rock Island for their home. Now, when I get a chance to talk to somebody in that position, I make the case for Rock Island. I don't have 100% success, but I'll tell you one thing. Everyone I've told to move to Rock Island and get their kids in our schools has enjoyed it, and not one of them has left afterwards. Right? What we know is we don't have a level playing field when it comes to young families moving in our community. I'm not interested in creating a level playing field. I want it tilted our way. This referendum will help us do just that without raising the tax rate. We are in an extraordinarily enviable situation. We have the opportunity to invest $22 million in capital improvements, including a sizable chunk, $13 million in existing buildings, including Eugene Field. How many other districts would like to be able to inject $22 million in capital projects? They can't, because to do so they have to raise the tax rate. Well, friends, we don't have to. All we have to do is we have to say yes to keeping the tax rate the same. Well, you could vote no or not vote. You might save $50 in the course of a year, but what will that mean when schools start closing? I urge you to consider that. So hopefully I don't have to make the case to you about the referendum. But I do need to ask you to do three things. I need to ask that you register, you talk about this, and you vote. Our challenge is that the vote is the same day as Illinois' primary. A lot of people go to the polls on those days because they want to vote for Barack Obama or John McCain, and that's fine. But the people who aren't interested in Eugene Field tend to look at referenda and just click no, without thinking anything about the consequences, without thinking what it means to the future of our community when schools start to close, when buildings start to fall apart. That's why if you care about this, you got until January 8th to get registered. If you care about this, you will talk about this. Talk with your group, any group that you are a part of. If you want a speaker, you give us a call and we'll come give you a speaker. It'll be someone a heck of a lot better than I am, I promise. But you'll get a speaker. And finally, get out and vote on February 5th. Say yes to Eugene Field. Say yes to Rock Island Schools. Say yes to our entire community. We are positioned to be the community of choice in the Quad Cities in the 21st century. We've got it all. Great city services, arts and entertainment, incredible diversity, and a green thinking city. It's what young families want. Why aren't they coming here? Because the playing field isn't level. Friends, together, let's tilt that sucker the other way.